Well, hello and welcome. We got ourselves a good game here today, 71 versus 74. It's a long game which ends in a poor end game, which is what you would expect because Student is not that good at the end game. He's good at the opening and middle game, but end game is not a strong point. So this is going to be a great opportunity for some learning, some lessons. Yeah. You should be ready to punch these knights sometimes. You should be ready to punch the knights with your pawns. Key idea very often, especially if you've got lead in development as you do here, because he's wasted two, not just one, but two tempo doing these prophylactic moves. So I think it's time to push the knights around. So far, I like the play. Very elegant play. Capturing there, definitely an idea worth to consider here. Disrupting the center a little bit. Um, it's an iffy one. I mean, the thing is, this knight is otherwise stuck there. He can't. Yeah, he's not going anywhere. You can't bother to play a move like this. It's too much. So worth considering to take that knight out of the game. But if Black's gonna help you with it, you should have definitely indulged him. You shouldn't let them hang around here. This is not right. Just take him off. Wow, putting a lot of pressure here though. Wonder how he's going to retaliate. I think he responds correctly, more or less correctly, but it's not actually computer precise, interestingly enough. So we're letting this knight hang around here, and that's what I don't like. Don't let them just hang around like that. Uh, Wasted opportunity to get a tempo. This is another big idea here, the f4 move. I like this move. Okay. So let's take a look at the state of the game. The state of the game is such that white is ahead in position, but not ahead otherwise. He's just got amazing pieces over here and a very good pawn setup. But there is some vulnerability. One can speculate that the king could potentially be vulnerable. I don't know, but too many passive moves, too many passive moves, too many wannabe GM ideas here. I'm gonna say. Now I know this is not the right move, but it's a good move from a practical point of view because it becomes difficult for people to play when they know the pawns are charging after them. So now the game is totally under control. I mean, black doesn't even have any of this stuff going for him anymore. So at this point, it's not good if white doesn't pull this through to the end. But now comes the pivotal moment, and he's keeping the pressure. But he's only got 17 seconds left. Now that I look at the clock, we see what the problem is. Only 17 seconds left. And no clear knockout punch. The knockout is what we're looking for. That's a nice move. Oh, now you've got a brilliant knight fork here, but he didn't see it. He didn't see it, but he should still have had it here. Oh, oh, what now? What now? Knight check. Blunders. Queen should have taken it back. Okay, and then we simplify into a losing endgame, and then we have the misery of having to play this. And how does he fight when he has no time, no position, no time, no pieces? It's just impossible. It's just impossible. But he does make some sort of a comeback. It's not enough. And now we get the mate. Yeah. But he doesn't take advantage of it. So uh it's painful to watch this. All right. Well, what do we say about that game? It was spectacular, other than the way that the time was not misused. I mean, until this point, you could say it was a pretty good game. Well, no, you shouldn't allow these guys to come in. That's definitely not such a good idea. I don't like these backward knight moves and all. Uh, it can be very grandmasterly, and the position was closed, so perhaps the knights have a lot of time. But hmm, you proved to have some measure of the position, but um, there were mistakes made along the way, mostly when it comes to time management. Mostly when it comes to time management. However, that being said, even with low time, you should be able to win a winning position. I really think that's the case most of the time. And here did come the pivotal moment, actually. And the knight check was the singer that would just finish the game right there. But you took it with the queen, and that wasn't what ended the result of the game, but it played a big role. And you have to inspect why you didn't see the knight check. You have to inspect it because I think I think I don't know, but I think the king move may have caught you off guard in a way. I think you might have been anticipating this. I don't know. Anyway, and now also you're allowing the intensity of the position to really ratchet up when you're low on time, which is fine if you're a pro. But if you ain't a pro, you're trying to be too pro. That was the problem. Don't try to be pro when you're low on time. Try be pro when you got plenty of time, but when you're low on time, you got to simplify.